Again, welcome to this training. Today we are going to talk about Claude Code. I don't know how many of you are using Claude Code. I know Stella is using, Svetlo is using. I know Zaprian is new to Claude Code. Peter, have you used Claude Code before?
No.
Okay, so it's something new for you as well. So basically, I'm not going through the process of installing Claude Code because there are tons of tutorials out there and it's pretty simple, let's say.
Yes.
But I'm going to get
Yeah.
into how to optimize Claude Code for better performance and, different prompt skills and how you can optimize your workspace. So
Yeah.
the first thing that I want to talk about is about the CLAUDE.MD files. There are two types of CLAUDE.MD files. One is global and one is local to your project. So this is basically your system constitution. The global file, every time you run a prompt, Claude Code reads this global file. Over there, you can put different commands, different guidelines, rails about yourself, about what you're building, about the stack, what you're using, what databases, what language do
Yeah.
you want to use for building your applications. And the local CLAUDE.MD is more focused on the project itself. So
Yeah.
some tips about those files is that it should be short one, like below 200 lines. And as I said, you can include your tech stack, coding conventions, build commands. It's treated like an index, where you can write about the applications that you want to build, the stack you're using. And yeah, your CLAUDE.MD should contain stable decisions, architecture rules, and progress summaries. Think of it as the source of truth that makes every feature prompt shorter. Okay. So here you should save decisions, not conversations. This is basically the brain of your Claude Code. And this is where you store everything, and for every prompt that you run, Claude Code reads this CLAUDE.MD, and it's important to be short because the longer the file, the more context and tokens will burn every time. Okay, so let's move on into agents. Now, all the agents, they use skills and plugins and MCPs. Basically, your skills are like SEO skills, design skills, debug skills. You can code those skills in different scenarios. If you have issue with your application, you can, let's say, code the debug skill. Or if you want to work on the front end or the back end, you can code the design skill. If you're at that point that you need to optimize your SEO, you will code the SEO skill. Those, again, could be installed globally, so you can use them across all your projects. There are a lot of skills out there. Also, you can ask Claude Code to create skills for you and save them. And later I'll show you how to code those skills. On the other hand, we have plugins. So for me, the most important plugin is the memory plugin because Claude Code will save all your interactions, what have been done, different debugging, and later on it can go through this memory and learn, and this is one way to optimize your token usage. Other plugins like GitHub, Supabase, we're gonna talk about Supabase in a minute, NA10. For those who don't know, NA10 is automation tool. You can connect via plugin and communicate with this tool. So basically all these plugins, they allow you to connect Claude Code to different applications. There are Google plugins, Stripe plugins, all kinds of different plugins, and this is a way to, to connect to different applications. This is about the agents. Now, let's go to the first prompt. So when we are starting to build some project, application, website, it's really handy to use superpower skills. In just a second, I'll show you where to get all these skills. And as well, I'm gonna leave all the links in the community. So the first prompt is really important because this is where Claude understands what we are building. And it's important to use plan mode and to make Claude Code ask questions, to brainstorm, and to create this local CLAUDE.MD file. So this way it gets more context about what we are about to build, and it can plan better. So this skill actually allows Claude to better understand what we are about to build. And I always start in plan mode. I ask him to brainstorm. Later he asks me different questions about the project, what we are building. It can give me some ideas that I haven't thought about, and always create this local CLAUDE.MD for future reference, for this project. So instead of telling Claude Code, let's build a website about, I don't know, ski school, you can give him more context and tell him, ask me questions. He can ask about the contact forms, what stack we should use, and so on. So it's really important to use this plan mode. After that, he will create this.
But I have one question.
Hmm?
Create local CLAUDE.MD. This you make when you have prepared all the plan and everything, and then you ask it to store this information, or
Yeah,
what is
so
it?
in the first prompt, you include this. So you
Okay.
enter plan mode. I'm going to show you in a second how to enter plan mode. You tell him to ask you questions, and also you tell him to create this local CLAUDE.MD with the plan that he just created. So during the build, he knows what he's building and he doesn't go outside these rails.
Mm-hmm. And does it depend? Does it matter exactly what you write, like create local CLAUDE.MD and a name, or you just
No,
write this create
just
local
write
cloud?
this. Yeah, this is the local CLAUDE.MD, which is stored in the project directory. Here
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning, yeah, I showed you there is a global CLAUDE.MD. For example, in this global cloud,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell him that I'm using Supabase for my database. You can tell him to not deploy without testing. You can tell him to use different skills every time. But on your local CLAUDE.MD, you can kind of create separate brain specific for this project that you're building. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, after we put this brain for the local project that we are building, he's going to create us a plan. And after that, we can ask Claude Code to execute this plan with team of agents. So one agent will work on the front end, one agent will work on the back end, and the third agent can test and verify. You can go up to 5-6 agents, really depends what you're building. And this is good practice. It takes more tokens, but different agents are communicating, and you spawn a team of agents, so the outcome will be better. For example, if you give just one agent all these tasks, it can get kind of messy. And this way, you can specialize one agent for front end, one for back end. You can give them different skills, and all this is happening just with chatting with Claude Code. You can tell him, I want the first agent to use SEO skills, the second agent to use backend skills, and the third agent to use debugging skills. and he will spawn these agents. After that, we need to deploy GitHub. GitHub is where we store our code, and using GitHub, we deploy to different front-end applications. So basically, creating an application with Claude Code, you need a front-end and a back-end. It's not like WordPress to have both. And for front-end, we use Dokploy right now. In the community, I have a tutorial how to set all this up in a VPS. We were using Vercel, but they got hacked recently, so we needed to move away from Vercel. And yeah, basically that's the workflow that I'm using. You deploy to GitHub, it auto deploys your front end, and your application basically is live after that. So here I have prepared some tips for you. Always start fresh conversations. This is a command /clear. Use this command between unrelated tasks. Don't carry context about topic A into a conversation about topic B. Every message in a long chat is more expensive than the same message in a fresh chat. So this will optimize your tokens. And this is the single. Huh?
I didn't know this.
Yeah, it's important to start fresh conversations, because if you're not starting, it kind of degrades its brain and it's not so productive. So it's good to switch between different topics with clear. Okay, tip number 2. Compact at 60% capacity. Usually auto-compact triggers at 95%, by which point your context is already degraded. You can run /context to check your capacity percentage. I usually around at 60%. I run this compact command with specific instruction on what to preserve, or just run the compact and it will preserve what he was doing until now, and you can start fresh. After 3 to 4 compacts in a row, quality starts to degrade, so it's good to start with a clear command as well and ask Claude to write a session summary so it doesn't lose its context. You can run context and cost to see where are you with your tokens. The context shows you exactly what's eating your tokens right now: conversation history size, MCP, loaded files, everything. And cost shows you your actual token usage and estimated spend for the current session. And most people really don't have any idea where their tokens are going, and these two commands make the invisible visible. You cannot fix what you cannot see. And you can set up a status line like this. This is in your terminal while you're working. You can use this command /status line to set this up so you can see actually where are you at, what you're using. This first window is your context limit. When it goes to 60%, you can use /compact command. You see your 5-hour limit rate and your 7 days limit rate and what model you're using. Another important tip is to batch prompts into one message. So yeah.
Can you let Alex in? He's also here.
Hi, Alex.
Hi.
So batch your prompts into one message. 3 separate messages can cost you 3 times more than one combined message. So instead of summarize this, then now extract this issue, then you can tell him now suggest a fix. You can send this in one prompt, and Cloud will understand what you need and what it needs to be fixed. And if Cloud gets something slightly wrong, edit your original message and regenerate instead of sending a follow-up correction. Follow-up stacks on history permanently, and it can eat your tokens. Plan mode before any real task. I use a lot plan mode, and it really helps Cloud first to plan everything and then to deploy the action plan.
Steamy is also here if you want to add him.
Yep. So Cloud maps out its approach and you approve it before it writes a single line. And this prevents the single biggest source of token waste, Cloud going down to the wrong path, writing code, then needing to undo or redo. And you can add this line to your CLAUDE.MD file. Do not make any changes until you have 95% confidence in what you need to build. Ask me follow-up questions. So
Summary.
you can add this to your CLAUDE.MD, the global brain that we were talking. Basically, this is the kind of rules that you can add to this CLAUDE.MD file. Do not make any changes until you have 95% confidence in what you need to build, and make him ask you questions about, the build. Next thing is to be smart about pasting. Before you drop any document, file, image, screenshot, or any error log into the chat, ask yourself, does Cloud needs the entire thing or just one section? If the bug is one function, paste that function. If the error is in the last 10 lines of the log, paste those 10 lines. This will help you optimize your tokens. And Cloud should be precise about what it reads, and you should be precise about what you feed it. And be surgical with your file references. Don't tell him, here's my whole repo, go find the bug. You can tell him, go check the verify user function inside the out.js, for example, and you can use this command a file name to point to specific files instead of letting Cloud read all the files by itself. So yeah, that's are the tips. Now I'm going to build something with you. All the resources that I'm going to show you, I'm gonna leave in our AI Academy. You can join. It's a school community that we are building. So I'll be happy to answer questions there, share information. Let me just share my screen. Can you see my browser? Nope.
No.
I only see one screen that you showed us all about the structure of Claude Code.
Okay. Share. Okay, here is my screen. Now, can you see? You can, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, this is our academy. If you go and join here, I'll be sharing all the information, different tutorials we share here. That's that. This is from the Claude Code documents. They basically explain how you can install Claude Code if you're on macOS, Windows, and basically if your computer is not capable of running Claude Code, you can always buy a virtual machine, VPS, and install it there and use it remotely. Now, let's talk about Supabase. This is the database that we are using mostly for our project. It's really easy to integrate with a lot of applications, websites. It really doesn't matter what you're using. You can create a free account. They have a free version, so you can start building. Uh, Basically, a lot of my projects there on the free account, so you can get a lot from the free account. I already created an account to show you how it looks like. This is your organization, and that's your project. Now I'm going to build a new project just to show you, how to connect everything. But first, I want to show you this skill. So this is a Supabase MCP. Basically, you can copy this link, open your clouds like this, and you can tell him to install this MCP. I already installed it, just showing you how it's done. After Claude installs the Supabase MCP, you can use /mcp, oops, and to see your different MCPs. As you can see, mine is already connected. So this is how you connect your project to your database. But for this demo, I am going to use another method with API key. I'm going to show in just a second. These are really useful plugins. This Playwright plugin basically allows Claude to open a browser and see its work, take screenshots, and improve what it's building. Basically, it will open a browser like this and scan the application that he's building. So it's really useful plugin to install. It's called Playwright, and it allows Claude to use a browser. The next plugin that I highly recommend you guys to use is Claude Memory. It saves everything from your sessions, and this is a good way for Claude to improve its memory. I'm gonna show you. It looks like this, and every chat with Claude, it's recorded here, so it knows what is done. If it breaks something, it will know how to reverse engineer it. So that's a good skill to use. And superpowers. This is again important skill to use because this allows Claude to get into plan mode automatically without you asking him every time. It will load this plugin uh, for each first prompt for creating a project. And again, you just paste this link to your Claude and tell him to install it globally, not locally. So yeah, that's about superpowers. So this is a website that I found. It looks really broken, so I'm gonna try to build something better right now with you. What I did, I opened Claude and I told him, hey, I want to replicate this website, give me a prompt. It scanned the website and gave me a prompt that I can use with Claude Code. And I modified this prompt a little bit. So if I go to my whiteboard, okay, we are here. This is an application that I'm using called Conductor. There are a lot of applications out there. You can use Cursor, you can use VS Code for Mac. I find this really useful. As you can see on the left side there, all my projects, and I can run a terminal for the specific project, or I can run an agent that can scan all my projects. For example, I have built, let's say, e-commerce store that I want to recreate. I just tell Claude, hey, go check the functions that I built in this repo and recreate it for the new project. But for this demo, I am going to open quick start. Let's call this key school. We're gonna start fresh. Okay, so I have already connected my GitHub. It's pretty straightforward. Just tell Claude Code, hey, I need to connect my GitHub, and it will walk you through the authentication. One thing I want to mention is that the latest model 4.7 is really bad. It broke my code a couple of times, so I still use this Opus 4.6. This is the command that I call this model, so it's not using the 4.7 but 4.6. And here we will start with this prompt that I want to rebuild this ski website. I'm gonna paste this here, and also I'm gonna tell him use my Supabase. So I'm going to connect to my Supabase with API, not with MCP, because I already have connected a bunch of different projects, and also I want to show you how you can do it without the MCP. So if you go to your Supabase project settings, here you can take your project ID, which is this, the project ID. This is the link over here to your Supabase project that I paste up here. And now we have three tokens that we need to give Claude. One is your secret row, which you can find under project settings, API keys. And over here, the second tab, you have secret row key. You can copy and paste it here. You need this public key, which is this one. There is a publishable key over here. There's just a bunch of keys that we need to give him. And also I create a token. This is the link. I'm gonna put this in the school, supabase.com/dashboard/account/tokens. Or you can go to your account settings and just create a new token, give it a name, never expire, generate the token, and it's gonna give you your token. I already have one, so I'm just copying this prompt, and I'm gonna tell him use my Supabase, and with command what's this, shift and tab, I can switch between different modes. So I'm gonna use plan mode right now. You can tell him, ask me any questions or brainstorm ideas. And now Claude Code will start generating our project. Again, I found this broken website that I want to recreate. There are a lot of broken WordPress websites that you can find clients this way. Basically, you go, you copy paste the link and tell Claude Code to recreate it. And after that, you can sell it to the customer. So right now it will start preparing everything. In the prompt, you give him a mission, reference from the original website, the location, the stack that he should use. For this example, it will use Next.js. We are using Dokploy for hosting our application. Those are different pages from the website, emails. And basically I ask him to use this playwright MCP, which can open a new window so Claude Code can see what it's building, can take screenshots. And it needs a minute to think about it. So yeah, this is the context window that I was talking about earlier. You should create it so you know where are you with your context limits. And maybe it's gonna need a minute.
And could it also be possible to use OpenClaw with it? Because
Yes, it is possible. In the academy, I have a video how to set up OpenClaw actually. I'll show you. It was
no problem.
way cheaper before. Here is the tutorial how to install OpenClaw.
What, yeah, and what is when I want to have it more like Timmy, use it for more design. So when he knows the steps and he do special designs, so more design orientated, how he can use more design orientated creating pages. Like we do the same like you showed, and then adding somehow a little bit more specific skills or comments for design.
Yes, skills, absolutely. If you type in Claude Code design skills, they have Anthropic. They have their, let's say, original design skills that you can use.
Yeah, I
And
think they also improved 2 weeks ago.
yeah,
Open
yeah,
Cloud slash design is new.
yeah. Let me just open my terminal. I don't know if I have any design. Okay, I don't have design skills. I have just SEO skills here. But yeah, you can install design skills. You can tell him specific what stack do you want to use. You can also connect Figma if you're using Figma for design. They have
Yeah, but is this running all on the computer? So is this an app that you install Cloud Code and then add plugins, libraries that they will include then more functions?
yes, this
Or
is running
how?
on my computer right now.
Yes, yes.
And as I mentioned, if you don't have a computer or if you don't trust Cloud Code, you can always get VPS
Yes.
and install Cloud there and basically use it remotely. So yeah, Figma, they have MCP. If you're using Figma for design,
Yeah.
you just tell Cloud Code, hey, install this Figma plugin, and it will walk you through how to connect your Figma account. And yeah, use the designs from Figma. But yeah, here are the two tutorials about OpenClaw and Hermes agent as well. Both of which I installed on VPS, not on my computer, because I really don't trust these agents yet, you know. And also with Cloud Code recently, I watched a video about their application, not about the terminal agent, that it creates some bridges in your browser. So I don't think we can fully trust these technologies right now.
Yes.
Okay, we have some errors here. Maybe Cloud is down right now. Interesting. Uh, Bad luck, they have an issue right now.
Okay, so Claude AI has an issue.
Yeah, right now the cloud is down.
I never had that.
It happens sometimes, but yeah, usually 98% uptime, 99% uptime. Yeah, they have some partial outage. So in cases like this, you can switch to GPT. OpenAI, I haven't fully tested it, but people say Codex is good enough. It's getting there. It's not the level that Claude Code is for sure, but
Timmy has used it. Timmy has used Codex, but I think it's not as good. But
yeah,
it's
but
not so full functional. Mm.
one good thing about Codex, I know that they have, first of all, OpenAI, they have a lot more, let's say, compute power. They have deals with NVIDIA, so I think they're going into the right direction, and maybe one day they will pass Cloud Code. They also have a video and image generation model, which in Codex is really helpful because it can create you mockups about your page, and you can choose which direction you want to go. While Cloud Code, it cannot generate any images yet.
Mhm.
But here it's working now. As you can see, the first thing that it's doing, it's loading the superpower skill that I told you.
Mhm.
It will start brainstorming, explore the current
Yeah.
base, is nothing. And right now it's fetching the website that I want to recreate. And you can leave Cloud Code working. I usually like to watch what it's doing because sometimes it can make a mess. So basically right now it's going to scan all the pages. He has the picture what he needs to do. So he's connecting to Supabase. Yes. Yes. So he's trying to connect to Supabase via my MCP, but I already have other projects, so I'm gonna just paste this command and tell him to connect to Supabase via API key. And I will show you how to deploy your application. So This is Dokploy that we have installed on our virtual machine. If you go to dokploy.com, this is their website. This is basically like Vercel. You can host your applications here. You can use their cloud solution, or you can host this on your machine. It's really simple to install. Again, I think I have a tutorial here how to set up this Dokploy. If I go to project, I'm going to create new application. Ski school. Okay, it's starting to building the application now. So as you can see, it created like 10 different phases, which is a lot. You can ask him to execute phase 1, 2, and 3, for example, with team of agents. So here it created the first thing is the CLAUDE.MD. This is the local file. So basically this is what the project is all about. What stack is he using? The Supabase project. Different background and colors. This is basically the brain for the project. And it's starting to build the application. Okay. So here in Dokploy, you can select all your repos. So this is the school that we are just building. We are using the main branch. I'm gonna save this. This is the build type. Usually I leave it as it is. This nix packs. It should create the files actually. We'll see. So the next thing we need to do is to add to main ski HTTPS encryption always. So I need to add some DNS settings. I use hosting gear for virtual machines. They are pretty stable. Never had an issue. So I'm gonna records key. Okay, it's valid. Now, one thing that I'm gonna tell him is to create these files. So I can deploy to Dokploy. Okay, well, this is building. I'm gonna show you one more thing. Recent, we use this for emails. This is basically email for developers. You can connect it with API key and connect your application so they can start sending emails, welcome emails. It's called recent.com. Yeah, it's almost done. You can open another terminal and basically work with two different terminals as well on the same project. But you need to watch out, what you're working on so it doesn't mess up. You can mention different files. Let's see. Debugger. Okay, I hit my session limit. If you guys have any questions, it's been quiet.
So what happens now when you hit your session limit?
I need to wait 15 more minutes so they reset.
Okay.
But usually if you're using the bigger plan, it's hard to hit those limits. Right now I'm on the lower. So it's a 7:30 it will reset. This is in 15 minutes, I guess. I hope we can get this done. All the pages are written. Okay, while we're waiting, what should I show you? You can paste Claude Code screenshots. You can make screenshot and paste it in your terminal. It will scan the screenshot. It's pretty good scraping images. All the SEO plugins are pretty good. I use them for different websites. It can create SEO audit, give you ideas, tags, everything. But yeah, Cloud Code is really powerful for building applications as well. Can show you what you can do. So here is an example of application that you can build with this Claude Code. Not only static websites, but this is like an ERP system for different brands. They have their stores, vendors, customer orders, warehouse, like all the data, what they're producing, different analytics. So you can get really creative with this cloud. Not only websites, but applications. It's really powerful tool. And also you can create automations as well. I don't know how many of you have used N8N before, but you can basically connect it to N8N and create different automations. Let's show you what N8N is. Have you guys used N8N before?
No.
Me just a little bit.
So, guys, when we are waiting to finish the last implementations, it's really important to plan everything well and to order it in a good way to be able to push your final results to be as wished. That's why we started with the early parts. What and how to be most cost effective in terms of tokens, because you easily could burn all of them. And also not lose context of the windows, to be straight to the point and to extract the maximum of its usage. There are a lot of more here we decide to show like basic stuffs which for sure could give us more leverage in terms of what and how to be built. But yeah, we're stuck to the limits to the systems. And for example, you could easily burn all of your tokens if you do not plan well what you're doing. And out from the moment I'll not be able to wait the final result. But I hope that this is going to be ready soon. Also, here the web page which was started to be implemented, and on which sitemap tree is built at the moment, and it has to be finished for its purpose. For if we do that only for one page, for like single page application, is going to be faster. But yes, we decided to use that as a demo version, as a preview, but also we added a lot of, we wanted not only a demo preview at the end result, we wanted something which is fully built, and that could need some more time based on the plans which we are using. So, Emo, I hope everything is going to be ready soon.
Yeah,
but
me
I
too.
have to
It's
leave now,
getting,
guys.
yeah.
And
Thank you for joining.
All the best from me for the moment, and I would see on the recording the last results.
Okay, certainly. Bye.
Bye from me.
So NA10, really powerful tool for automations. You can connect different applications. For example, Google Sheets, Facebook, different triggers. And it looks really scary because it's not that simple to work with NA10. But you can connect Claude Code to NA10 and create different automations. I'm gonna show you an automation that I created with Claude Code. So basically this allows you to logically create an automation for a Facebook trigger. If something happens, you can get this data to a Google Sheet, create a spreadsheet, for example. Then you can send an email. This is just a basic workflow. And again, Claude Code can really help with all this stuff. Okay, we're almost there. Here, this file. Stellar, are you here?
Yeah.
Did you learn something today?
What?
I asked, did you learn something today?
Yes, but some things in the with some things I still don't. So we need another meeting. Maybe a few 10 more.
We'll have for sure.
But maybe in a month, if we continue like this, it can get better. Way
Yeah.
better.
We'll gather once in a week and do sessions like this. I mean, if you have any questions, you can ask them.
Yeah, I think I have like this issue that I don't have any past knowledge in programming or website builds. So
Me
I don't
too.
know how these things work. And a lot of things for me are new when I look at it. I know how to vibe code, but not even that well. So
Same for me. I
for
don't
me,
have
it's like
much
asking for
programming experience. Basically, you need to understand how to connect your front end, your back end, and Cloud Code will wipe everything else for you. When you have issues, you can debug. I think the most important things to understand is those API keys, how to connect different applications. front end with Dokploy. So you can deploy your application and everything else you can vibe code.
Yeah, exactly. And actually differentiating between all of these things and for example, even the superpowers, understanding them, how they work, all these, just knowing what to write.
Yeah,
But
so those
in each time.
superpowers, it's basically a plugin. You just tell Claude Code to install it once and it's all done. Okay, booking table is live. Zaprian, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Is it interesting to you, learning some stuff?
Also for me, everything is pretty much new, but I'm interested in how the website turns out.
Yeah, me too. We'll see in just a second. So yeah, with Cloud Code, guys, you can find a lot of, let's say, broken websites, even businesses without website, and just build it before you sell it to them. It's really easy. I told Zaprian last week a funny story that I fired two programmers last year, basically because one guy was looking for some WordPress implementations. With Cloud Code, I created way better application for like 5 minutes. I sent it to him, and he's like, "Whoa, I need to fire my guys and just hire you." And it's kind of sad, but this is where we are going. If you know how to wipe code, you can make it happen.
I'm just curious, if you don't have a previous programming knowledge, how do you debug? How do you change things? Can you notice them?
Me mostly, I debug. I'll show you how I debug. Let me open something.
I have to leave now. I'll see the recording later.
Okay, Stella.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, debugging, you can debug when something is not working. You just send it to Cloud. Tell him, hey, this is not working. You can ask him to spawn team of agents to debug this issue. If you cannot log in or if you're getting some kind of error, if there is some kind of form and you send the form, you're not getting an email, you can explain him what you're doing. It's pretty good at debugging. And also, if you open any website, there is a console log that if there are any issues, they will show here. So you can basically copy this to Cloud and tell him, hey, I have, see, for example, there is an error here. You can copy the whole thing and give the Cloud this error so it can debug. Okay, so it's committing it right now. It should be live in just a second. Save. Oh, come on, Claude Code. I see one more guy. Ivan, are you here? Dimitar?
Yes, I'm here.
How are you guys? I haven't heard from you.
Hear me?
Yeah,
Hello, can you hear me?
I can, yeah. Can you? I can hear you.
You hear me?
Yes. Now I can hear you.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, yes. Can you hear us?
Yes, yes, yeah, it worked.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's all in all very interesting. But unfortunately, I dropped out of the call exactly at the interesting time. It's the interesting part for me. I just saw you doing a screenshot, doing a lead generation thing with blocks, where you had a Facebook block and a sheet block connected to a mail block. And then that was actually something I've had in mind for quite a long time. Would it be possible to go over this shortly again?
Yeah, I was just showing what's possible with NA10. Let me show you here. So maybe next week we can talk about a little bit more these automations. You said you're interested in code email automation.
Because that would be of great that would be of great interest for me to have lead generation.
Okay, I can show you some interesting stuff. Okay. What are you using to generate your leads? Are they B2B or B2C?
all manually for now. They come mostly sometimes from Facebook, sometimes through Google Maps.
Does your product serve businesses or just regular people? Okay, I'm gonna show you a lead generation automation that we have. Can you see my screen? Dimitar? He's missing. Okay, it looks like it's almost done. Let's check this out. Yep, here it is. Okay, let's see what's happening now. Deploy. Zaprian, are you here?
I'm here, yes.
So I want to show you, see how we have some errors when we are deploying our application. And I'm just going to copy these errors here. And I'm gonna give it to Cloud. I'm gonna say I have issues deploying, fix it. So sometimes there's some errors. Delete this, delete this. Okay, get it. Okay, it's deployed. And here we have a website. Instructors, pricing, book a lesson. It created our form. So it's let's say a good demo for beginning. Now for sure there are things that I would fix, like these black icons over here. You can screenshot that and tell him to fix. Whoop. Calendar icons to be white. Contact form. It's using Google Maps. Gallery, we don't have any images uploaded. But basically we can do this by providing URLs or uploading it to our database. Different pricing, equipment. And it's pretty fast. So yeah, you guys still here? Wait, somebody's trying to get in. Okay. Zaprian.
Yes.
So that's pretty much it. See how we built the website for like 1 hour.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. It builds a good demo. From now on, you can screenshot everything and just tell him, I don't like this, I don't like this. What you want to change, if you want to change the colors. If you want to add images, you can open another website. And ask him to create like specific modules from it. Like we don't have images right now, but let's say, okay, I don't like this site. Nothing fancy here. Okay, that's a good one. Let's see. I told him to create this header for our webpage, so we have at least one image. And yeah, that's pretty much everything with Claude Code. You can recreate websites, you can copy, you can paste him screenshots.
And you say 4 weeks is a good learning time.
Yeah, for 4 weeks you can get ahead. Well, you just basically need to start building,
Mm.
and learning is fast. No, you just saw me. There's nothing special about it. You just connect to applications, some prompts. Probably this is the most important here to understand the concept of cloud. To tell him what you're planning to build, websites, how to install these skills, design SEO skills, to create a memory, which is pretty straightforward. You just grab the link and copy to Claude Code. See what's happening here. Build passes. And yep, next week we can gather again about this time.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
If you have any ideas for building, or think about any questions.
Yeah.
For sure I can help you up set up this on your computer.
And also, yes, because I already installed and I'm thinking now to uninstall it.
You installed Claude Code?
Yeah.
Nice. It's a good start.
But you say it might be dangerous to run on your machine.
No, it's dangerous for the cloud application, not for the Claude Code.
Cloud application.
Yeah. They have an application like this. And this is their application, but if you run it through your terminal, it's safer.
I think I installed this on my computer.
Yeah, I would install it via terminal. Are you Windows? So Cloud Code Windows. So don't use this desktop application.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But over here, you just copy this command and open your command prompt, I think it's called, or like this terminal. And you should just copy paste this command and it's going to install. So here is the Windows command. I'm gonna send you this link. So yeah, it's way safer than via terminal.
Okay. I will uninstall.
Yeah, it looks complicated, but it's not that complicated. Okay, so here I sent him the screenshot and it fixed this cover. we have bigger letters. Right. No. So yeah, this terminal gives you, I think, more power than the application because you can install different kinds of plugins, skills. Looks a little bit scary with all this code, but once you get used to it, it's pretty fun. Okay, we have the image. Okay, well, I guess that's pretty much for today. Thank you
Looks
for
nice.
joining. I hope you learned something. Next week we can gather again. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm gonna send you the replay so you can watch everything. And yeah.
But yeah, the website looks nice.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's good for like 1 hour work. And there is much more to do, but just, to show you. Okay, bye for now, and I'm gonna see you soon.
Thank you, Emma. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.